పోస్టర్ మీద కనిపించే ప్రేమ కథలన్నీ జ్ఞాపకాలుగా మారవు. అలా జ్ఞాపకాలుగా మారాలంటే వాటికి కొన్ని లక్షణాలు ఉండాలి. ఆ లక్షణాలన్నీ సీతారామంలో పుష్కలంగా కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. సీతారామం ఒక మర్చిపోలేని ప్రేమ కథగా మారుతుందని ట్రైలర్తో తెలుస్తుంది. అలాగే ఆ పాటలు కూడా మనల్ని వేరే లోకంలోకి తీసుకెళ్తున్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు నాతో పాటు సీతారాం ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ ఏంటో తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ అండి. హాయ్. హౌ ఆర్ యూ? సో ఎలా ఉన్నారు? విజయవాడ, వైజాగ్ టూర్స్ అన్ని ఎలా?
Amazing. We didn't expect such a reception. So much love. So many people came. So thankful and happy we got to go.
Quite grateful. I have never experienced so much love, and this is my debut. And if this is what happens in debut film, I don't know what happens next.
This is Telugu cinema. This is Telugu audience.
Amazing. Like one of a kind.
Yeah. And they worship films, you know. They worship the actors, they worship the characters, and they are really into it. And I think this is what allows artists like us to perform better.
Cinema అనేది part of the life అయిపోయింది. So for Telugu audience.
Yeah.
So
It's very different. Because I work in so many languages and I promote in different places. But the enthusiasm, the love, the excitement from cinema here is unparalleled. Nowhere else in the world.
Telugu audience is different.
Different for sure.
సో ఒక మహానటితో ఒక ఇంప్రెషన్ క్రియేట్ అయింది మీకు
Yeah.
యాజ్ అన్ ఆర్టిస్ట్గా. సీతారామంతో నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ కనిపిస్తుంది మీ క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్స్ చూస్తున్నా సరే.
It's definitely very different from Mahanati. I played much older role. And I played Gemini sir. It went to, I think, almost my 50s also it went. But Ram is very young at heart, very innocent, almost childlike. So I think there'll be a big difference between, even though both are vintage period films, but I think there's a big difference between both characters.
రామ్ అనే క్యారెక్టర్ మీకు ఎలాంటి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అందించింది యాజ్ అన్ ఆర్టిస్ట్గా?
I think it had, for me now, I mean, I keep saying this, as I'm getting older, I'm not thinking so much as somebody that young. Somebody, like I've seen the world, I've met many people, I've traveled. But Ram is not somebody like that. Ram is he's an orphan. He only knows his army friends and army life. He doesn't have a life outside that. So for me to think like him, that's new, it's different. Because I have to shed everything I know and my experience and he's excited about every small thing. He's seeing things for the first time. It's like that. He's almost, everything is wonder and everything is, Ram is like that. So I think that's how I saw the character.
So writing a letters is the part of the
Big
love
theme
story,
of the
big
film,
theme, and letter is also one important character in film.
Correct, yeah.
So do you write letters in English?
I do like writing letters. Actually, I think the best gift I can give somebody or that I can receive, I like when people give me letters or greeting cards or anything, because I keep it. I have a big collection of anything anybody's written me.
ఈ కెమిస్ట్రీ అనేది చాలా బాగా వర్కౌట్ అయిన అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే మీకు ట్రైలర్లో కనిపించి చూస్తుంటే ఒక ఆర్గానిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ కనిపిస్తుంది. లైక్ మనకి రెగ్యులర్ సినిమాల్లో పాటల్లో ఒక కెమిస్ట్రీ కనిపిస్తుంటుంది. సో అంతకు మించి ఏదో ఒక చిన్న ఒక ఆర్గానిక్ లవ్ స్టోరీ ఫామ్ అయినట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది బిట్వీన్ సీతా అండ్ రామ్.
No, it's the chemistry is so special in the film. But we met first time in Kashmir for shoot, in the scene. So I was, I think, in the army and she's coming and that's our first meeting. But I think first meeting itself, she's like, "Hi, Macha." So she said that. I think immediately we, became friends. And I think she's so professional and so easy to work with. And we both genuinely love Ram and Sita, the characters, so much. So,
And also the way the scenes are written between Ram and Sita, that there's nothing much the way it's written, it's so poetic that
and so pure.
Once you read those dialogues, you will anyway fall in love with those two characters.
Yeah.
And I remember first time I was like, "Hey, Macha, what's up?" So I think it was just like
Very
a day or two.
instant,
Kashmir schedule was the most difficult schedule because we were shooting at the peak. What do I say? Emotionally, the graph was at its peak.
Yeah.
So I think it was very important for both of us, and I think he had already started his prep. So we were like discussing about the scenes and the locations and how we need the screenplay and how we need to do the choreography. So I think it was good enough.
I think mainly
for us
everybody
to
was
start.
so in love with this script, so in love with the
difficult part,
idea of the film. So I think everybody was like just ready to give it everything. You know, want to make it the best.
to
Make it.
surrender to the director and story.
Yeah, fully.
That's the
fully.
first clause for me. Be it any film, you need to surrender to your director. Otherwise, it
But
doesn't. The
that-
character doesn't blossom the way.
Yeah. But I feel like this film had a different energy. Sorry.
If you're not surrendered, you couldn't get proper Sita.
Correct.
and Ram.
Correct.
Correct. Not just Sita and Ram, but any film, any character. So that's the first thing.
But I feel like this film had a separate, its own energy, its own passion, because everybody, I mean, in every department, every actor, every technician, everybody's trying to make this big dream.
But have
come
you
true.
noticed that every time there is a old school vintage setup, you immediately start feeling so much love. You know, the moment you
Yeah.
have
It's-
snow, or the moment you have those telephones, or that
Everything becomes more romantic.
yeah, or those CDs. What are those?
No, the like,
What is it?
gramophones.
The gramophones and the
ఆర్టిస్ట్లకు ఉండే ఫెసిలిటీ అది యూ కెన్ ట్రావెల్ ఇన్ ఎనీ టైమ్.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So everything, right? Anything
the
we
benefits of-
touch and feel, it's all authentic. So within that scene, between action and cut, we can actually believe we're living in 1965.
సో వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ లవ్ స్టోరీ ఇట్ ఈస్?
It's a very
Epic
classic
love story.
epic love story. It's a big love story that nobody knew about, which I think audience also will discover it through the film and the other characters in the film. No, it's a very quiet
revelation.
love story that I think gets revealed.
క్యాప్షన్ చూస్తే యుద్ధంతో రాసిన ప్రేమ కథ కనిపిస్తుంది. సో మీ ఇద్దరి మధ్య యుద్ధాన్ని స్టార్ట్ చేసింది ఎవరు?
Is there any fight
Did we ever have? No, we never
Who
had
started the war
between us.
between us?
Yeah, his caption is
Oh, he's asking Sita Ram, not Dulquer Mrunal.
Sita Ramam, yeah.
Yeah.
That is originally, I think, the title of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first title.
Yeah.
any war between you?
Both of us, no chance. I think we're both too. We're quite easygoing and we like people. and-
Chill, cool.
Yeah. I also have lots of friends. She has lots of friends. Our personal teams are a lot of people. So I think just easily we all
Okay.
connected.
Who started the war between Sita and Ram?
This question is again getting repeated. Who
I
started? I think distance started the war.
Distance,
Time.
time,
Yeah.
people, situations, circumstances. You have to stop me, I'll go on. The weather.
ఎనీ లవ్ స్టోరీ విలన్ ఎంత స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఉంటే లవ్ స్టోరీ అంత
Powerful.
గ్రేట్గా ఉంటుంది,
Correct.
పవర్ఫుల్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ విలన్ అనేది కనిపించట్లా మాకు. దెర్ ఈస్ నో విలన్ ఇన్ దిస్ లవ్ స్టోరీ.
5th August. Reveals in the theatres nearby you.
సో ఓన్లీ లెటర్ ఒకటి ట్రావెల్ అవుతుంది టు ఫైండ్ సీత అండ్
Yeah.
దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ నేరేటివ్ స్టైల్.
Yeah.
Correct.
Can I tell you something? You know, sometimes it only takes one misunderstanding for a relationship to fall.
Yeah.
లైక్
And I think that itself is the biggest villain, a miscommunication or overthinking. Sometimes, even if some person is not thinking about some extreme
that's enough
circumstances,
to start
that
a
is
war.
enough to start a war here. And the moment there's a war here, the relationships fall.
Communication.
Communication.
breaks
Our
apart.
greatest love story, Devadasu Parvati, also
Yeah,
one
same.
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So we, as an audience, we are waiting for this love story because of caption created
Yuddhamlo.
more interest. Yuddhamto rasina prema kada.
I think because the war is, it's there in the background. That tension is there always throughout the film.
Any fight sequences?
There's a few.
military.
It's not very elaborate, but it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can expect that.
What kind of fights?
Like army type fight.
Army type
I'm
fights.
fighting with myself.
You are fighting for Sita or fighting for country?
You are asking me the full story now. See, not for anything else. I would happily tell you, but I'm the kind of viewer. I don't read reviews before watching a film. I like to go and watch the film without anything. No
You don't
spoilers.
care about reviews.
No. I'm saying as an audience member, I don't want anyone to influence my
Okay.
judgment. I don't want any spoilers. I want to watch it and then take it in fully. That first time you watch
Without
that
influence,
experience.
you
Yeah.
want to watch.
Which is why I don't want to deny the audience that experience. So
Okay.
if I reveal too much, I feel like somewhere I'm doing something wrong to that first time viewer.
Okay. So, as a artist, what is your satisfaction levels to playing this character?
I think there's a lot of joy in. See, when you do a film which you think will be, I want my films to outlive me. Like tomorrow, after my time as an actor or a person, if you, even this generation or the next, talks about a film that I did, like I feel like Mahanati is timeless, and I feel Sita Ramam could be like that. I think that is something that maybe
Both are typical love stories.
not typical. I mean, there's so many kinds of love stories. Right? There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's so many different permutation combinations. So there's definitely any human story. I think between two people, I think there's so many untold stories even now. I think that gives me great joy when you find something very classic.
ఓకే సీత క్యారెక్టర్ ప్లే చేయడంలో మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఏంటి అంటే వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ డూ యూ గెట్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ క్యారెక్టర్
Incredible. I think this is the first time I'm going out and out, you know, it's the 1960s to travel in that era. Also, there's a certain type of body language that you have to follow. You can't be like, 2020s girl. So the thought process is different. And preparation, if you ask me, my first thing was to learn the language, get comfortable with it, because I realized that if you're not comfortable with the language, then it shows on your face. And this is the kind of film which needs to be spoken through your eyes, more than dialogues. It's like the chemistry between Sita and Ram. It's extremely important, that bond. It's so sacred that it should be very effortless. So that was my first thing. Secondly, I went back to that era and I used to watch couple of movies like Madhubala. I followed couple of actresses, Madhubala and Sharmila Tagore, and kis tarah se the way they use their brows and just they elongate their neck and just express their feelings. It was quite like, I'm happy that I'm not born in that era. If I was born then, I had a tough competition.
That's the advantage of any artist. You can travel anytime.
Yeah. That's there.
The beauty of this
Yes.
Profession.
Yes. And I reunited with Kathak, so I don't think I have had an opportunity in Bollywood to perform, any character was as close as Sita. This is absolutely different. The way the appearance, the way she looks, the way she is, she's extremely progressive, and the kind of decisions Sita Mahalakshmi have taken in that era, I don't think I will be able to do that in 2022. So she's very courageous and way ahead of her time.
అంటే కొన్ని మూవీస్ లైఫ్ టైం మెమరీగా ఉండిపోతాయి సీతారామం మీ కెరియర్స్లో అలా ఉండిపోతుంది అనుకోవచ్చా
For sure. In fact, we shot this almost 1.5 years. We shot this film, and we're all so used to, all of us, our whole team, our director, we see each other almost every month because there's either shoot or there's now this promotion. So I think after August 5th, it's going to be a little sad because we're so. All actors face this. Every film gets over. We're like a traveling circus, right? We'll come together for a film. We go into another film. But when it's such a long and wonderful journey, then you're sad that it's over.
సో మీ డైరెక్టర్ అను కానీ అడిగా అనమాట సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద టాప్ 5 ఎలిమెంట్స్ టు వాచ్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్ ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ ద డైరెక్టర్
You asked the director?
హీ సెడ్ ఫస్ట్ 5 ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఈస్ దల్కర్
No, he's been wonderful to work with, and
ఫస్ట్ 5 ఇస్ దల్కర్ 6th హీరోయిన్ స్టోరీ
no, he is a bit biased, I think. But
He also loves him a lot. I have seen that on set. Every time he'll go and explain the scene to Dulquer, and I'm like,
"Sir, what about
Dulquer, and I'm like, sir, tell me. And he's like, what is this bromance going on here? You know what? I also want to. I'm a part of, and I'm just standing there. I'm looking at.
You're playing the title role.
Yes, but you should see Hanu sir.
It's a love triangle.
It's a love triangle. It's Ram loves Hanu sir more than Sita actually. You know. So
He's
there's
never,
like a,
Hanus has never called me or even Mrunal. We don't call each other by our names. Everyone on this film have only been referred to as the characters. So I'll always he'll Ram Garu, we'll do this, and he's so energetic and he's so fast, and even his Telugu is very fast. So a lot of the times I'm trying to guess what he said, or sometimes I'll call an AD, I'm like, what did he say? Because he's so energetic. He'll say something, he'll go off, and then we'll both be wondering what do we do, like, you know. But he's one of the most passionate directors I've seen.
All his films,
Like there's only Sita Ramam in his
stories
blood.
Mm.
Sita Ramam is flowing in him 24/7.
I don't know what he's going to do after the release.
I genuinely am concerned. Like I think
Yeah.
it's like an addiction right now.
అంటే అతను ఏం చెప్పారంటే డైరెక్టరు, మీరు థియేటర్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిన తర్వాత మీరు వరల్డ్ నుంచి కట్ అయిపోతారు. యూ లివ్డ్ ఇన్ సీతారాం వరల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎవ్రీ ఆడియన్స్. దట్స్ మై ప్రామిస్, హీ సెడ్.
I guarantee that. I will guarantee
You
that.
forget the world.
Yeah. And everybody will want to be Ram and Sita and all these beautiful characters. And I think Sita Mahalakshmi is going to be something that everyone falls in love with. I think it's like a once in a lifetime sort of character that an actor gets. And Mrunal's just amazing in it. Because I've seen, because I've dubbed in so many languages, I see the footage and I feel like this is going to be such a big impact on this character when the film comes out.
సో ఇక్కడ ప్రమోషనల్ ఈవెంట్స్ చాలా షోస్కి అటెండ్ అవుతున్నారు. షోస్కి అటెండ్ అయినప్పుడు చాలా ఇంటరాక్షన్ సెక్షన్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి కదా, ఎలా అనిపిస్తున్నాయి ఇక్కడ ప్రమోషన్స్ కానీ?
It's been amazing. I can't explain. I think we started off first one song launch. There also I was amazed at the number of people. Then we did a college visit. Then we did everything. I feel like every time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And
సీతారామ స్వరాల ఈవెంట్ కూడా స్పెషల్ ఈవెంట్, విజయ్ దేవరకొండ అటెండ్ అయ్యారు. సో
that was a very sweet event because it's very intimate. So that's coming out, I think.
That was such a surprise. We
didn't know. So
he
this is
was
just a
coming.
musical event. It's just a musical evening. You guys come. Almost like a private get together, and we were invited. It was like that.
మీరు లవ్ స్టోరీస్ చేయనని అన్న స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇచ్చారా?
I think for some time I want to take a break.
ఓకే, విజయ్ కూడా సేమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇచ్చారు.
He said the same because I think I don't want to seem.
ఇంత
I don't know if it's challenging anymore when you do so many, because even if I do 10 different characters, there's only so many ways I can express love. And I think people know
స్మాల్ బ్రేక్
when they see my face, they're like, okay, he's going to smile at her or he's going to blush or something. I think they know it. So I feel like I want to break that.
ఒక చిన్న బ్రేక్ తీసుకుందాం.
Yeah,
స్మాల్ బ్రేక్.
for sure.
సో మీకు అంటే పర్సనల్గా కథలు వినేటప్పుడు మీరు ఓకే చేయడానికి మీరు ఏ చెక్ లిస్ట్ని ఫాలో అవుతారు? అంటే వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్
No, sir. My biggest question is it an original story? I don't want to do remakes, inspired films, adaptations. I don't know why. Biopic also I'm fine, but it has to be original. It has to be a genuine idea, a genuine thought. And this, in the first 5 minutes, I knew this is something Hanu's like very passionate about, and he really felt something when he came up with this.
అంటే మీకు తమిళ్లో డైరెక్ట్ సినిమాలు చేస్తున్నారు, మలయాళం మీ ఓన్ ఇండస్ట్రీ, తెలుగులో కూడా సినిమాలు చేస్తున్నారు. అన్ని ఇండస్ట్రీస్ నుంచి కూడా మీకు రిక్వెస్ట్లు వస్తుంటాయి, ఇక్కడ తమిళ్లో ఎక్కువ సినిమాలు చేయండి, తెలుగులో ఎక్కువ చేయండి. సో ఎలా ఉంటుంది అట్మాస్ఫియర్?
I feel very blessed. I don't think many actors have the opportunities that I have. And I'm aware of that. I know not everybody gets this kind of welcome. For somebody, I'm essentially a visiting actor. I am a traveling actor. I come, I visit. And it's like those old medical representatives. I feel like that, like a suitcase. But I'm so blessed. It's
అంటే మీకు ఏదైనా కాంబినేషన్స్ చేయాలనుకుంటే తెలుగులో ఎలాంటి ఎవరితోనే కాంబినేషన్?
I'm open, sir. Like whenever people pitch ideas, I don't have any. There's nothing that I'll say I won't do. I don't have such problem. But I'm very particular about the script. If it excites me, and my role, if it justifies, if it's memorable, if people will remember that character, if I'll enjoy playing it.
So Mammootty sir is a action image.
Everything, he's no image. He breaks everything.
But you created your own path. That's a very good thing, sir. And you started your career as a newcomer, and not a star kid.
Yeah, because I didn't think I deserved to. I was lucky enough to be born to my father, but I didn't think I didn't do anything to deserve a big launch. I was. I think I only had many self-doubts. I also lacked confidence. I wanted to work with complete newcomers. My first film had 99% newcomers, from director to writer to actors to. I think the DOP had done one film. Makeup department, I think, had a little bit experience, but everyone else was new. So I think that helped me learn, make some mistakes. Yeah, I don't know. Everything's been organic. I didn't plan anything.
Okay, sir. వైజయంతి బ్యానర్ గురించి చెప్తుంటే కమ్బ్యాక్ మీరు మహానటి తర్వాత మళ్ళీ అదే బ్యానర్లో చేశారు కదా. సో ఆ బ్యానర్కి ఒక 50 years హిస్టరీ ఉంది. సో చాలా అంటే తెలుగు సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలో వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేసిన సినిమాలు కూడా ఎప్పటికీ మెమరబుల్గా ఉంటాయి. ఆ బ్యానర్ అసోసియేషన్ గురించి ఏం చెప్తారు వైజయంతి?
Definitely my favorite producer, because Vajanti Films is not like a production company, it's more like a family. You feel like when you work with them, you feel like you're a part of the family. It's like that, because everybody is involved. Swapna Garu, Dutt Garu, Priyanka, everyone, Nagi, every film of theirs belongs to everybody. It's like Nagi will be helping us, on this film. Even promotions, he'll send me some ideas. So there's no, I don't know how to explain. I've not seen such a company with so much of their own culture. Vajanti has their own culture, I think, as producer.
మహానటి తర్వాత ఎన్నో ఆఫర్స్ని, ఎలాంటి ఆఫర్స్ అని వచ్చినాయి తెలుగు నుంచి మళ్ళీ సీతారామం తీసుకోవడానికి?
I wanted to do something again very memorable, because I think the love people have for Mahanati, I didn't want to do something. I don't want to compromise. I think every time I do a film in Telugu, it should be something memorable.
మీరేం చెప్తారు వైజయంతి?
What do you say?
What do you feel about Vajanti?
Oh, I think it's such a prestigious banner to be associated with, and for any girl to start her career, I'm extremely grateful, and the vision they had for me as Sita was just something that I didn't even imagine that I would get a chance, or I would get an opportunity to play the titular role and a girl with like so many shades. And also the way they are presenting the film, it's not every girl is lucky. So a lot of people in Bollywood are now saying that, hey Mrunal, are you going to come back to Bollywood or are you staying back in Tollywood? I was like, it just, what matters is the story, and I'm really grateful to Vajanti Films because they make very rare, unique, epic stories. So, and I'm happy, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
సో మీ మధ్య కెమిస్ట్రీ ఎంత బాగా వర్కౌట్ అవుద్దో ఆడియన్స్ ఆ లవ్ స్టోరీకి అంత బాగా కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు కదా. ఫైనల్గా మీ రామ్ గురించి ఏం చెప్తారు, మీరు సీత గురించి ఏం చెప్తారు?
What would you
About
say?
the character?
Yeah, about the character and Mrunal.
What do you feel about each other? I think you've already done this many times.
Sita first.
No, Ram first.
Sita first. Let me talk about Sita first.
Acha, okay.
I think I'll separate it. I'll say, for me, Sita Mahalakshmi is a character. I genuinely believe that I think when audience watch the film, the biggest takeaway will be Sita Mahalakshmi. I think that is the one character that I think is that's going to make the biggest impact, I think. And as a person, I feel like Mrunal is she's a great friend. She's very easy to work with. She's hugely professional, loves her work, very passionate about cinema, but makes it look easy. She doesn't, I feel like there's a lot of prep happening in her mind or when she's at home, but she makes it look very easy. And phenomenal performer, I think born actor, very expressive. I know like I need a moment before I get into that shot, like between action and cut, I can't immediately switch on. Like I have to kind of, but she's one of those, you can just switch her on. Director says action, she's on. Cut, she'll switch off. She's one of those. So I think she's definitely here to stay in all the industries. I think the Telugu audience will love her. I think you're gonna have many offers here. So yeah.
Thank you, indeed. It's so sweet. Thank you.
సో అది
Me, so his question is, what do I have to say about Ram, or what do I
because
feel
like
about?
our chemistry worked out so much. So like,
Yeah.
what do you have to say about
Ram and Tat.
Ram
You
and
know, Ram, I'll tell you, the first time I read Ram, the first time I read the character, the screenplay, I did not know it was going to be Dulquer Salmaan. And I already had a vision that this is how I'm going to be with Ram. The next news I get to know that Dulquer is a part of the film, and I was like, bravo, because all the films that he's been a part of are so extraordinary and unique in its own way. They say Dulquer is known for the right choices as far as the script is concerned. Like his choices is just incredible. So I was very happy. Day one, I'm like, hey, Macha, what's up, this and that. So I'm really happy we started like
Bonded
on
like
that
that, yeah.
conversation, on that note, because it was extremely important for Mrunal and Dulquer to be friends in order to play Sita and Ram. And I think what really helped me as an actor was every time, this is a big secret and confession, his close-up used to be first. I would secretly go back, stand behind the monitor and watch him. So the moment the camera comes on me, I would remember what he has done.
Okay.
So my agenda was to keep my game up by studying his shots.
oh, I didn't know this.
And so I never watch my shots, but I always watch his shots. So I think as an actor, it's very important to like, you know, match. And he's somebody who's such an effortless actor who speaks through his eyes. And there are very rare actors that I have worked with who are so, you know, they just flow like a river. And talking about, so I've mixed Ram and Dulquer both, okay? So in talking about Ram, I think nobody apart from Dulquer can play Ram so well. Like I fell in love with, you know, the screenplay, but I fell in love with Ram even more when he put in his heart and soul, and you know, when that character was that, you know, like a birth is given to that character. So oh my god, it's just a crazy experience. And I really wish that girls who are watching, like Ram has set up such high benchmark that all the girls who are looking for a groom will expect all the qualities from just exactly the way Ram is.
విష్ ఆల్ ద సక్సెస్ అండి. అంటే
Thank you, sir.
మీ
Thank you.
క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఎంత కొత్తగా ఎంత ఆర్గానిక్గా ఉన్నాయో ఈ ప్రేమ కథ కూడా అంతే ఆర్గానిక్గా జెన్యున్గా ఉంటుందని నమ్ముతున్నాము. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఒక తెలుగు సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలో చాలా ప్రేమ కథలు ఉన్నాయి. ఆ ప్రేమ కథలు అన్నింటిలోనూ ఈ ప్రేమ కథ కూడా నిలిచిపోయిద్దని నమ్ముతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such a nice interview.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you.